we need to run the classes parallelly and methods parallelly. And also you can run test parallelly. So different test tags you included in the suit.xml. Those test tags you can run parallelly. That is the, so scenarios they will ask, how can you run the classes parallelly? How can you run the test cases on different browsers? This is the kind of scenarios they will ask in the interviews. So what you need to do is, first you have to set up your your browser concept. So the browser should run like this. So, and I want to include a few more. Any browser settings, if you want to set up, you have to use that browser options class. So we have a Chrome options, same way Firefox options you have. Okay. So then that options object you need to pass to Chrome driver. Before we are passing the default constructor, right? Now I pass the parameterized constructor because I am supplying options object to Chrome driver. So this is the parameterized constructor we are calling. So here same you can do for the, so Firefox also. Suppose if you want to do Firefox options and Firefox options. So you can pass same thing to that's it. Same way you can implement for the Edge browser also. Similar kind of options you can implement. What are all these things? You can maximize the on start. You can disable any info bars on the browser and you disable the any extensions are there. So this is the kind of so settings you can do any browser. So you have to use that browser Edge options. So browser wise, you have a options class. So why do you need these options class? To set that browser settings. So then these options object you need to pass to this Edge driver object. So that's the different constructor we are using. Before we used default constructor. Now I'm using all the objects a parameterized constructor. So that's the only change. But other thing is this concept you need to implement for all the classes, which classes you want to run. So let me show you some of them. I want to do few more examples with that concept. I need a few classes to run my test cases parallelly, right? So Google suggestions first I want to do one. So these are the Google suggestions. For example, you typed here. So these are all suggestions you are getting. So how can you select particular suggestion? So you want to select Selenium benefits. How can you select here? So these are the different options we can see. How to select one of them. So if you observe this is the set of list of options. These are all list of collection, these options. So if you observe this, if you go to HTML, see you have option here, UL. So UL represent the, say, LA tag, LA tag, LA tag. Each option represent one LA tag. So based on this UL represent the entire thing. UL, LI, if you give, you will get all the options into collection. Then you iterate it. And maybe we are going to use a So send keys dot down or keys dot. So something the keyboard keys you can use here to see when I select this. So now this will select here, right? This will select. So see, third one is supplement. So my page down key, there is an arrow down, right? Arrow down key I'm pressing. So arrow down key I press and it will selecting the option, different options. So these are the arrow down key I'm going to use to select one by one option. So that's the test case we are doing. And this test case I want to run parallelly. So for that, a similar kind of thing we can do. This I'll just take this, copy and paste it so that I can save a lot of time. That's why. Google suggestion test. I'll just put Google suggestion test. So that's it. And I'll just copy this before class and after class methods in the Google suggestion test. So I don't need this. I'll just put this here. So simply I replace in my browser. So, and always run equal to true. And now we need to write the code, right? So this you don't need. So we're not supplying any keyword from the keyboard. So let me take it from here. We already done that. Google suggestions test, and I'll explain you that. So this is the code. I'll explain you clearly, okay? So don't worry. See that what we are doing here. So first I'm launching the URL. So then I'm waiting for the page title. Then, so just identify the search rate box. So with a Q, there is a name Q is there. So this edit box is going to have, so we need to see that what is there. Before it was a name Q. Now what is that? Text area, class, area owns, autofills.
Third row.
So title is there, but the name is not there, I think.
Is there, Ramesh? Last third row.
Oh, okay, name is there, name equal to Q. Yeah, it's there. So we are good. So this works out, okay? Then search box dot send keys. So I'm typing Selenium keys dot backspace, and again, why I'm pressing the keys dot backspace. So few browsers, when you type Selenium, you are not getting suggestions. If you remove this and again type M, so then suggestions are showing. That's why I added this. So just typing basically here. Then, so what you want to, so this search results should have the Selenium keyword. So string suggestion, do while loop we are using here. To do that, a do while loop we are using do, and search box dot send keys dot arrow down. So I'm pressing the arrow down key on this edit box and then getting the suggestion value. How can you get the value? Get attribute of value you are giving. Get attribute of value we are giving. And then some wait time. Then if this suggestion text to the suggestion value is equal to this expected keyword, okay, then you press the enter key on that search box. That means I'm selecting that, then break it. So then this entire loop will break. If the suggestion is not empty, until the suggestion is not empty, the loop will continue. So this is the main logic we need to use. There is one more similar kind of logic. So you can use same kind of logic. I'll show you that also. You can use that to No, do the same kind of session selection. Now you see that this is the one test case we are going to run in parallel. So this Google session test and depends on method I'm going to run parallelly. And then we have, so I'll correct this. I think we made some account login. Here, this will depends on methods. So I'll correct it, okay? So I don't want to fail. So I'll correct that. This one I'm going to run parallelly. And this Google sessions, I'm going to run parallelly. These two I'm going to run parallelly. And one more class I need. Let me take one more similar kind of thing. But even you can run ZK demo also parallelly. But before that, I want to give one more class. So that class is maybe you can take a ZK demo. So we'll set up that ZK demo also. So running parallelly. So I need to set this Google session same way. Parallel execution. Parallel execution, if you want, you need to have the configuration like this. So this configuration you should have. Otherwise, it is not going to work out. What is the setup? This is the setup. So if else conditions, you have to tell very clearly. So we have that. So let me run ZK demo also in parallel. Plus I'm just removing the groups here. Just put only this one. So I'll comment out this one. Okay. So these are the some of the test cases. ZK demo depends on methods, Google stations. So these are the test cases I want to run parallelly. If you want, let me add one more test case. I'll tell you. Progress bar test case. So what it will do here is just read this, and this also one interesting test case. So when you click on start button, until it reaches the 65%, then you need to press the stop. That's what the test case. See, start. So you have to see when it reaches the 65, then you need to press the stop button. So that is the test case we need to do. See, you need to wait, right? Wait until that reaches the 65%. Then you just stop it. So once it reaches the 65, so you need to stop here. So this is the test case we need to do. Progress bar test. Okay. So first you need to click on the start. Then, so while loop you use until it reaches the 65%. And then you click on the stop button. So these are the test cases we are doing. So that test case, here is the one. Let me change this also to parallel execution purpose. So I'm going to change it to parallel execution for this also, progress bar test also. Because I want to run multiple test cases parallelly. So that's why I'm setting up, see here. So click the start button, all the steps I'm giving here. And then wait for the progress bar to reach 65%. Then the test should click stop. So that's the main task what we are doing here. So the URL also I have given here. You can see this URL here. So first see I'm identifying all the buttons, start button, stop button, and progress bar. So you have everything here. So you can see. So you have ID. Same way you have so ID for stop button you can use and progress bar. So you have progress bar ID also. So you just identify all three elements. So all three elements we are identifying. So you just first you're clicking on the actions. Click on start button. So then so until when, while true, okay, while true. So you get the percentage. You get the percentage integer dot percent progress bar dot get text dot replace percentile with empty. So once we get the percentile, I'm just storing here percentage. If percentage greater than or equal to 65, so then you need to click on the stop button. So I'm using a JavaScript executor click. You can directly click on this stop button, but I just want a JavaScript executor click. So JavaScript executor after our dot execute script arguments of 0 dot click. I have already used this code in one of our programs. I'm not sure, Amazon program somewhere, I think we used in the scrolling time. So you can use this code. This is the JavaScript code, which clicks on the given element, then break it. So once this is satisfied and you will break executes means exit the code. So this is the another test case. Now I want to run these test cases. There are some errors. Let's see what are the errors. So there is error. So wait object. So let me declare a wait object. This wait. This is missing. Yeah, that is okay. Progress bar is something wrong. Let me replace that. So wait object I need to create on the top. So web driver wait. So wait equal null. Control shift format. Okay, so progress bar is ready. So depends on method is ready. Google suggestions is ready. right? Google sessions also ready. And then ZK demo. So ZK demo, something around here. ZK demo, it has no old code. Yeah. So ZK demo also ready. See, parameters are there. So the parameters. Now, if you want to run parallelly, your test cases parallelly. So what you need to do is you select which browsers, which classes you want to run parallel. Okay. So I'm selecting 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 classes I want to run parallel. Parallel classes means what? So whichever the browser you are giving, for each class, one browser instance will open. On that browser instance, that class related test cases will run. Like that, all will run parallelly. So it won't depend on one, not one after the other. Each class, one browser instance will open in parallel. So let's select this, how to create a suite file with this selected classes. Just right click on the selected classes, TestNG, convert to TestNG. So what do we need to select? Convert to TestNG. Parallel classes, suite. Parallel test. And then you have to select a class selection classes. Parallel mode, this is the very, very important. I want to run classes parallel. See, now when you select parallel mode classes, in the suite tag, the attribute parallel attribute will come here, classes. So then click on finish. So where you want this suite file, I can give us my suite file. I can give my suite file. So then test ng.xml. Click on finish. See parallel classes. But you didn't give a browser, right? You didn't give browser and you didn't give these parameters, all those things, whichever the parameters. So we need these parameters. I'm going to give all these parameters. So the parameters, it was missing. I'm giving those parameters now. So what are the parameters? First, browser. Which browser you want to run? Then say parallel classes. So each class, one browser instance will open. And observe one more, thread count is 5. So that means maximum 5 threads you can run. So now right click and run as TestNG suite. So you have to right click on the suite file, not on the classes. So I'm running a bunch of test cases now in parallel. So right click, run as TestNG suite. So observe 4 Chrome browsers will launch. See that? Each browser, one class will run. See? So already one done. LinkedIn, now Selenium is going on. LinkedIn is going on. So this one. So it failure happened, but we need to see why failure happened. Okay. So one failure happened. So now let's go to the report. So I'll go to the report. So test output folder, emailable. Let me take first emailable report. Take emailable report. So which one failed? Depends on methods failed. So why it failed, we'll see that. There is a security verification has come. That's a reason it failed. So we need to see why that security exception has occurred and all those. See, remaining all are passed. So, and see, progress bar test passed, Google session passed, ZK demo, all the test cases passed. Same. So let's see now index.html. Copy the so index.html report also. So clear report, it will appear for you. So that's what I want to tell you here. See this also. So class wise, you will get a methods also. So this is the class and this is the method. Class method name and class methods, and depends on method. So these two are passed and other one is failed. So that's okay. So we'll see them why they have failed, all those things. And another report, you can say parallel classes suit. So you can get it here. So with the suit name, one folder will generate in the test output folder with a suit name. That's another report. See this. So you will get clearly. I think the failed one is shown here. Parameters, test, not parameters. So I'm checking wrong one. Yeah. See, this is how you will get a nice report. Okay. So we are looking for a feed title, but it is security verification. LinkedIn is there. So let's run this failed test case. Only failed test case will run. So how can you run failed test case? There is a C test hyphen failed.xml file is there. See, with this, it will create the failed class and the methods is included automatically. Now you run this. First correct it and then run it. On failed test cases, so failed testng.xml, you have to right click and run this. There is a security check. Yeah, so it should not happen, but it's happening. Okay. Something, let me see what we can do here. Cache driver dot. Maybe I'll clear the caches. Driver dot menus method dot delete all cookies. Yeah. So let's run again. That should not occur. Otherwise, we need to handle that. So where after click on, right? After sign in, click the login button. So I have to wait and find out thread dot sleep. And we should not get that. By mistake, we are getting that somehow. I want to see why we are getting that. Yeah, this is the challenge. The security check. Yeah, we can handle that with no different concept, but not here directly. So before we didn't get this, now we're getting that. Hmm. Just leave this, okay? So when we run independently, we didn't get that. So now we are getting that. Don't waste time unnecessarily there. Okay. So that's the how to run classes parallelly. Now let's join back and I'll show you how to run test